ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Monday. Toriano Johnson is no stranger to the boxing world, having won numerous fights in the international and regional arenas. In this report with our Julian Gibson, Johnson said he's ready to deliver the knockout punch right here at home.
Kelsey, that one loss by Toriano Johnson messed up his perfect record. The loss is so painful, it is still on his mind.
It was an unfortunate loss, but now, as far as waking me up, it has gotten me to the point that I've been even more eager and determined to go into the ring to do what a professional boxer does, is to eradicate and destroy his opponent. And yes, it has given me a drive. It has given me an extremely drive, but it's unfortunate that I have lost that fight, my very only loss, which came, and the Bahamian public, you know, they can tell for themselves if they go back and do their research that it was an unfair deal towards myself. And hopefully I'm able to redeem myself to get a rematch with Curtis Stevens, which, he refused to give me a rematch.
With all that said and done, Toriano is hoping to be back in the ring right here in the 242.
We are still working on a fight come, between November and December. And just hoping for that big day to come, January 2nd, when we have an ESPN date right here in the Bahamas for the very first time. I'm going to be able to represent my country right here home for the very, very first time.
And do you really believe that fight will come off?
It's been a very difficult road right now. My managers, along with my promoters and ESPN, are trying to make the contacts with the Ministry of Youth and Sport and the Ministry of Tourism. But I'm certain once they have gotten all that taken care of, it should be an easy road after that as far as me getting into the ring and knocking my opponent out.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Julian Gibson.
While Johnson has been seeing a lot of action, Misha Major Payne Major is ready to brush the cobwebs off of his boxing gloves. Major plans to step into the ring for his first fight on the year in December.
It's not really as hard. You have a lot of people who call you, but you just got to make the right decisions. And that's what I've been doing. I had an injury since my last fight in December, so I just been trying to keep myself healthy because, I'm not getting any younger, I'm getting older. I just want to make the right decisions, just rather than just going out there and taking a fight, I just rather pick the right fights so I can achieve my real goal, what I want to achieve in the professional world.
Major sports a 21-6 win-loss record. 17 of the wins were technical knockouts. The 7th annual Optimist Sailing National Championships, held in Salt Pond, Long Island, came to an end on Sunday. Our Charles Fisher tells us who sailed away with the top honors.
After 2 days of sailing, the CBS Bahamas Optimist Junior Sailing Nationals wrapped up in Salt Pond, Long Island on Sunday. The awards presentation held in the evening, and it was four-time champion Spencer Cartwright carrying off the trophy once again in the championship division.
It's great, putting a lot of work to get here. It hasn't been easy though. There's a lot of competition now, and everyone's always pushing me to be my best.
Over in the Green Fleet division, Luke Knowles had to hold off his good friend Don Knowles Jr.
I feel good about my performance. Coming first feels good for my first time sailing at nationals.
Out of the 72 skippers, more than 20 were female, and the top performer among the females was Koshante Fox, who finished 5th overall in the championship division to cut off the honor as the top female skipper.
I was really nervous. I was some races I didn't even expect to be like that. But I just got together and I just sailed.
It was a good 2 days of sailing, and every participant received a medal. We'll have much more on the Optimist Sailing Nationals coming up throughout the week, and guess where it's going to be held next year. Stay tuned for that. In Salt Pond, Long Island, for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
The Johnson Lady Cherry Bombers continued with their winning streak in the New Providence Volleyball Association. The team was led by Tia Shallow and Davia Moss in the 3-set win, 25-16, 25-22, and 25-18 over the College of the Bahamas Lady Caribs. The S.J. Johnson Expandables needed 4 sets to take down the Warriors, 25-18, 20-25, 25-19, and 25-22. The heat from the mound thrown by pitcher Ashanti Darville was too much for the pennant-winning Sigma Wildcats. Darville had a one-hitter and struck out 5 in the 10-3 win on Saturday night to avoid elimination. The Wildcats were looking to sweep the College of the Bahamas Lady Caribs, but the young team stopped them in 6.
Our mission is one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and that's what our plan is.
So Wildcats ain't have a cakewalk?
No, they have a fight for the time. Once we execute, put pressure on them, they're like any other team, they can make my errors just like anybody else.
They realize you just can't take no team lightly. So come Tuesday, we just close it out, and then wait on the rest of them.
So Tuesday night they finish and done, but they don't have their ball.
That's it. You know, they have a glory, that's their moment in time, that's it right there.
Well, you sound so confident.
Oh, I know, that's the Wildcats.
The Arnett Sporting Lounge Hitmen were also able to avoid elimination, pulling off the nail-biter 11-10 over the BTC Elite Warriors. Game 4 in the series will be played on Thursday night. And finally in sports, doing a luncheon for Coach Keith Parker, Minister of National Security Dr. Bernard Nottage reflected on his time shared with Parker when he was an athlete.
What he did was, in my view, truly miraculous because he was able to take the few of us who had some athletic talent and develop it beyond recognition, so that Government High School became the winner of most of the annual track and field championships for high school students. He was a jumper primarily, a long jumper and a triple jumper. And the Prime Minister today, Perry Christie, gives Mr. Keith Parker the credit for transforming him from a hop, step, and jumper, which is what the event used to be known as in the early days, to a triple jumper. Except that he says that while Keith was able to teach him, Keith wasn't able to beat him in the triple jump.
That's a wrap on sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Stay tuned. A check on weather is next.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.